It's always great catching up with my next guest, Robert Hale, who's going to be back in action in Canada, taking on Ryan Ford, Unified MMA 45 on May 27th. Rob, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it on. I don't know if you've seen Ryan Ford. Me and we've been going back
I
and forth.
have, man. That's why I was happy to do this interview, because I know there's a lot of bad blood already. Before we talk about that, because I definitely want to get into some of the back and forth. How did this come together with you fighting in Canada of all places? You're living in Atlanta. You're going to be going to Alberta, Canada to take this fight.
So I was supposed to fight for B2. We were supposed to have me and Sean Fallon were supposed to finish this tournament for B2. Unfortunately, things never went. Things kept falling through. One person they just kept going back and forth, and finally I was just telling B2 like, hey, whenever Sean Fallon is stopped running, I'm ready to fight. And then they was like, we'll get you a date, don't worry. So time passes, and finally my manager James, he says, hey bro, I got this opportunity in Canada, you want to just take that and then we just wait for the B2 opportunity? I was like, yeah, that'd be perfect. And that's how Ryan Ford came up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's as simple as that. Is this your first time going to Canada, or have you been there before?
Nah, this is my first time going to Canada. This is
Nice.
actually my first time leaving the country. So.
Oh, no way. Okay, cool. Did you know anything about Edmonton before taking this fight? Because I don't know. I always describe it to people like Alberta's like the Texas of Canada, because it's
Okay.
like it's like oil country type thing.
Okay. Yeah, nah, I have never heard of it in Canada before. I got offered this fight.
Okay, and I just have to ask one more question as a Canadian. Do you know who Connor McDavid is?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you at the end of this thing, but that's I wasn't surprised, by the way. It just I had to mention that as well.
Okay.
It looked like you got a full camp for this one though. When did you actually find out about the fight?
So it's been I got a good 2 months. I got a 2 month camp for this one, so this is perfect. So I'd say like around, let me see, like around early March.
Okay.
So early March, I heard about that.
Now, when you heard Ryan Ford's name, did you know much about him? Because he has fought. I mean, I guess probably his most notable fight was when he fought Jake Shields. Did
Yeah.
you know much about him?
No, I didn't. I had to actually look him up, and then I figured once I started looking him up, I was like, oh, so this dude is actually known, and he's like I guess a legend in Edmonton. He's like Alberta. He's like known everywhere. So
Yeah.
that's another good thing that he's known. That looks good on my resume. So I look forward to this.
Yeah, and any concerns about the judging? I mean, I know you've had hometown fights before, but like, Ryan's, he's Canadian, he's from Edmonton, it's in Edmonton. Like, any concerns about that? Or are you just like, hey, I just got to get the finish?
Oh, it's not going to the judge. I'm getting this man up out of here.
Fair enough.
Out of here.
So where did the trash talk start? Like, I've just been kind of paying attention on Twitter, some of the back and forth, but where did this all begin? Like, who started who started on which end first? How did this all kind of get into, this trash talking and all that?
Well, he read the MMA Junkie when I told when I told Nolan that I was gonna catch him with a head kick or a straight punch down the pipe. I guess he didn't like that, so he got in his feelings and he just had to post stuff. He even posted when I lost to Kenny Cross when Kenny headbutted me. So, and I was like, that's fine. He can do whatever he wants. His fans can be in my DMs. They can all bark and bark and bark. But at the end of the day, his time has passed. Mine is now. And it's the old line versus the young bear. Like I said, I'm going to go out here and I'm a Marlins man. And he can talk. He can talk the OG talk all he wants. He could come in here and try to intimidate me all he wants. It's when we get in there, he will see and he will understand why they call me King Hell.
Do you like that there's a bit of build up to this fight, that there is a bit of back and forth there? You strike me as the type of guy who likes, kind of having like a build up like this, where you get two guys going at each other on social media.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't know. I might go and mess with him some more after this interview. So I don't know what I might do.
Okay. So there we go.
Messing with him. He seems like he got some good like a spark loose under the head. So all I gotta do is just pick at him. I know he wants to knock me out. He's not gonna touch me. He's fought people. I understand he's fought around the world, and I understand he's fought even Jake Shields and all them. and he's even he's known for fighting Jake Shields with a broken arm. That's fine, but again, that's not going to save him from fighting me, and it's not going to give him any type of advantage when he fights me. When he gets in there with me, he's going to understand that he's in here with a whole different person, a whole different breed of person.
We see you at the gym now. Who've been some of the main training partners helping you get ready for this fight?
My coach is really my coach is Nathan Williams. I've had my teammate Shamel Finley, and but really Nathan Williams has been like in my ear. He's been picking the fight apart. He's been breaking it down. He's been getting me right. And I know I'm not known for knocking people out, but I have the ability to knock people out. I just have finally starting to put the pieces together, and I'm glad Ryan is right there in front of me, so I can display this beautiful work that I've been working on.
Weight cut, I assume that's go well. And you mentioned leaving the country for the first time. Do you have to alter that a little bit just because of the fact you're going to be traveling?
No, honestly, this weight cut is going by smooth. 75 is I used to fight at 55, so 75 is lovely. It's really just me training, making sure everything's together, making sure all the mechanics together, and just having my mind in the right place.
Interesting. So this is a catch weight at 175, is what you're saying?
So Canada is actually, I guess this is their first Super-Welterweight belt.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So this is what it's 175 for the Super-Welterweight championship.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure about that, and I guess that's something on his end, right? Because I know you'd probably prefer to fight at lightweight.
I don't know. I like fighting at 70. So
okay.
Like the tournament, the B2 tournament is at 70. I feel like 70. I'm more explosive, more powerful. I get the point across at 170 a lot faster. So it's just 2 170ers just fighting at 175.
I love it. That's great. And just to give people an idea, like 5 pounds is a lot. Like people don't think about it that way, but like how much of a relief is that not to have to focus as much on the cut this camp? Because 5 pounds to some might not be a lot, but to fighters, I know it is. It is a lot.
That 5 pounds is a lot. That's extra work. That's more time in the sauna or time in the jacuzzi. Just cutting that off. That 5 pounds means a lot, and not having to cut it is beautiful.
What about your corner? Who's going to be making the trip with you to Alberta?
Nathan Williams.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Nathan Williams, my coach. He's definitely he gonna make the trip. He gonna make the trip. We leaving next Tuesday, so we'll be down there We'll probably be down there Wednesday because it's a 13-hour flight. So
that's awesome, man. How's this fight playing out on May 27th? What's your prediction?
I'm gonna keep telling everybody in Edmonton, everybody in Alberta, Canada, in fact, the whole Canada, Ryan Ford, you will fall in the first round. I guarantee it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care how hard you train. I guarantee you have never fought a person as good as me. You never fought a person on my type of level. You're going down in the first round. Mark my words.
Now that's how you cut a promo. I love that. That's great. Implications of this fight are pretty big too. You mentioned Ryan being sort of, well known in Canada as, sort of a top guy. You're on a nice winning streak. Is this the fight that gets you in the UFC? Because I got to imagine it's pretty hard to deny you, especially if you get a finish here.
Yeah. Not only does this fight get me in the UFC, it opens eyes. Finally, not only does this kid's been talking, Finally, he's at this point and. Now he didn't kick down the door because that's what I'm doing. I'm kicking down the door. I'm not underestimating Ryan Ford at all. I know he's been around for a long time. I respect him as a fighter, but I'm going to run through him as a person in that cage when he's going to look like a civilian when the fight's over with.
Okay, I love it, man. Okay, so I mentioned Connor McDavid earlier. So Connor McDavid, if you don't know, is like you're a basketball guy, right? You watch the NBA?
I used to. I'm more. If anything, I still check in with the Spurs from time to time.
Okay, so what would be your sport? Like if you could watch another sport other than MMA, what would be your sport? Do you watch any other sports or is MMA? Football. Okay, trying to think of a good football comparison, but like Connor McDavid's like the best player in the league, in the NHL. So like that's like, and he plays for the Edmonton Oilers. So that would be like, I'm just trying to think like NFL wise, maybe like who? Sorry,
Tom Brady.
Yeah, but not because Tom's like older. So I'm trying to think of someone who's like in their prime right now, is just killing. Maybe like whatchamacallit, quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. He's kind of
Oh,
reminds me of him.
okay. So, he's that good. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so he's like really good. Like he's like top 2 players in the league. So he plays for Edmonton. So I just thought I'd give you the heads up if you want to win over some of the Edmonton fans. Just know who Connor McDavid is because they love him. But here's the crazy thing, man. At the time your fight, I mean, the fight it might end up being over by then. But at the time we're recording this, the Edmonton Oilers are in the NHL playoffs against the Calgary Flames, which is Calgary's also in Alberta. So it's like it would be like New York and New Jersey playing each other or something in some sort of like NFL thing. So if you really want to piss off the Ryan Ford fans, get yourself a Calgary Flames jersey because that would definitely do it.
I got you. Yes, sir.
And do you want to know the craziest thing? You know where the Calgary Flames moved from? So they're a franchise. They've been in the NHL for a while now. But do you want to know where the original Flames team came from? Do you want to know this? Atlanta.
Really?
Yes, the old NHL team, the Atlanta Flames, they moved to Calgary. So there's another little kind of full circle for this fight. So I'm bringing hockey and MMA together here in this interview.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, I'm definitely giving me a Calgary Flame shirt and bringing it to the.
All right, man. We're looking forward to it. I'm just saying, if you want to embrace the heel role, that's how you do it. You wear the Calgary Flames jersey. So there we go. Rob, thanks so much for doing this, man. I'm looking forward to the fight May 27th, Unified 45, live on UFC Fight Pass. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
So I just got another sponsor. He actually does the shorts for me. Let me see. He actually does. Yeah, my bad. Man, it's a new sponsor. I just got him, but I know his name. I shout out to Walter. I would say shout out to Walter, and I appreciate everything he's doing for me. He takes care of all his fighters. He takes care of all the people he sponsors. He makes some great shorts. Once I get the name of them, I'll drop them on Facebook. Don't worry about it, everybody. I got y'all. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my mom, my dad, my whole family. This ain't just for me. This is for y'all. Shout out to my gym. And shout out to James Penniman, my manager, who got me this fight. I appreciate you very much.